It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Texans and the Saints on EA Sports.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from the Superdome. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Jones looking to throw right away. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about the defense there trying to set the tone of the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. Finding room at midfield. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.J. Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. I know how he ended it. Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in a touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie cornerback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A first carry for the shot right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Taken in at the 22. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their 1st drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really,
Jones hit, and the ball's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not seeing it happen here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Jones throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the Saints punter now. Back deep, Avery Williams. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And the Texans will take over.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. It's Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Williams to return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll set up to throw. being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with White, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Rashad White
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, here's White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. The bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Edwards. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Jones now on 3rd down. He's got Smith here. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Houston set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
He'll look to throw.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting?
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the 1st down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal.
Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll look to throw here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. On the left side, a catch by White.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw again.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Terrace Marshall
from 4 yards out.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter.
Now it's the backup Gabbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the script. play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They go play action here on first down.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Complete to Justin Jackson.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
2nd down and 7.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Continue this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
Made his first. This now from 46 yards away.
York able to send this one through.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Complete to Tariq Cohen. A gain of 9 brings up second.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. Now we continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The Texans offense set to regain possession.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't give them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off, what a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now we're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not happy, so he is throwing the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of...
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll drop this down to Jackson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
On the draw, here's Jackson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On play action, they'll throw. Keeps himself upright. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll start things on first with Torrey. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
B.C. Johnson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On first down, Stafford here. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Throwing is Stafford. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Man open is Robinson.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll run again with Jackson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. He's been the go-to guy in the league. Third down, and his way worked out.
Or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Dante Hightower, his second sack of the night. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, third and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Cade York on now for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Stafford. It's Edwards again. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
It's a gain of 18.
Play action. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Stafford looks to throw again.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Saints.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. This will be caught by Brown.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Complete to number 85. 4 yards on
To throw again on second down. Stafford.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Stafford now to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Demarcus Robinson. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football.
Well, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Stafford's throw here pulled in by Galladay.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the gun on third down, Stafford. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. Now Stafford. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, But you got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against the better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive.